I like to touch base with you once in a while. The thing about online classes is you can feel a little disconnected. Plus, there's certain things I can't do with you like I could do with campus students. For example, one student was out of line, so I made him go stand in the corner, and another professor said, "Why'd you make him do that?" And I said, "I wanted to feel the heat." And he said, "How is he going to feel the heat?" And I said, "Because in the corner, it's 90 degrees. Okay, another temperature joke. My daughter has had 9 kids, and the thing is, each one of those kids had the most comfortable time during her pregnancies. And the reason why is they were at the perfect temperature. Basically, they were at womb temperature. Anyway, for the first week, there's really not a lot to talk about. You're working on your first assignments. The first part is storytelling. Actually, it's pretty funny. Kurt Patterson, who's the director of the Poly School, sent me an article, and what it talked about is that persuasion hasn't changed in 3,000 years. The thing I like about storytelling is, in order to make a story, you have to go through all this logic and technical stuff, which is what I'm having you do right now. And by going through that, you can see how much logic comes into it, because if your story doesn't have logic, if it's not self-contained, it just falls apart. And that's the way I kind of tell whether or not my ideas work. Will it tell a story? And it's a story that'll be useful. So I don't really have too much to say. I already commented about how the two people thought it was part of all one exercise, but no, it's 2 different halves. I hope you watch the videos, especially the one where I talk about storytelling. At least if you don't watch the longer one, watch the shorter one. Now a lot of you are saying, "Oh, of course we watch all the videos." And all I have to say is, no, you don't. And here's why. They're all connected to YouTube, and YouTube counts how many views there are or something. And so it's like, there are 25 people in this class, and yet the count only went up 15. What does that tell me? I know it's hard and difficult, but actually I can actually see it in the exercises, the people who are watching, who are not watching. The last lesson for today and for this week is one piece of advice I would give you is try to be less ordinary. It's so easy to be ordinary. Even sending out an email when I was a student, I would always think about the title line. Is there an interesting title I could write about? Like we were doing a case study for Europe when I was in business school, and everybody's writing, European case study and stuff like that. And the title to my email was Anarchy in the UK, which was a song by the Sex Pistols. But anyway, an example of being less ordinary. So try to do it a little bit in your life. You could do it in the most seemingly mundane things. Now, some of you probably haven't taken a course yet with Professor Griffin. Professor Griffin and I are really funny. You want to talk about 2 totally opposite people. We're it. Professor Griffin is one of the most kindest, gentlest, and optimistic people you will meet. And me? Yeah, I'm the Prince of Darkness. And yet, it's kind of like Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Antonin Scalia, 2 totally opposites, but they were best friends. Joy and I are best buddies. We have literally sat there and just talked and gabbed for like 3-4 hours at a time. And so it was Professor Griffin's birthday, and people are sending her emails, "Happy birthday, Joy, hope you get everything you want, happy birthday, it's so great," and all. And I was thinking, something? Try to be less ordinary. So I wrote this. Birthdays are a time for reflection. Forget about the past. It's dead and gone. Forget about the future. It'll be here soon enough. Forget about the present, because I didn't get you one. Anyway, try to be less ordinary. In the smallest ways. I look forward to reading your stories. If you have any questions, just let me know.